Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, your good brother Jay News, and I am here pre-recorded, not live on a Monday morning, but pre-recorded for y'all. Due to some life events, Dolores will not be with us on camera for the time being. She has uh, some some things to take care of. So we'll be seeing Dolores hopefully in the near future. But your good brother Jay News will be holding it down for the foreseeable future on the solo dolo tip, letting you guys know what's going on in the world of New Japan Pro Wrestling and all the other indies that we follow, JCW, GCW, some stardom stuff here and there. But today we're doing some reviews for some of the Best of Super Junior nights that already happened this past week. We're also going to review Resurgence, and we're going to do some previews for the Best of Super Juniors tournament nights that will be coming up this week. So it is time for the review. First up, Best of Super Juniors Night 1, which happened on May 11th. We have Block B match. It was Francesco Akira defeating Dragon Dia to get Akira 2 points there. We have Block A match of Hayata defeating Bushi. So Hayata with 2 points there. We have Block B match, Ninja Mac of GCW and Indie Fame here in the US defeated Robbie Eagles. So Ninja Mac with 2 points there. Block A match, Kosei Fujita defeated Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Kosei Fujita was all the talk on the internet on night, I want to say it was night 2, not necessarily night 1. But Kosei Fujita seems to be the favorite going into the Best of Super Juniors right now. We then had another Block B match. It was Sho defeating Drilla Maloney with his usual House of Evil tactics. We then had Block A match, Blake Christian defeating Clark Connors. It seems that Blake Christian's getting quite a bit of vitriol online for not putting in enough effort. So we'll see as to where that takes Blake Christian throughout the rest of the Best of Super Juniors. Block B match, Taiji Ishimori defeating Doki for his 2 points. We have Block A match, Kevin Knight, the Jet, the homie, defeating TJP. He gets his 2 points. Block B match, Kush the God, Kushida defeating Hiromu Takahashi. So Kushida starting with 2 points. Hiromu Takahashi starting off with 0. And then we had one of last year's finalists, El Titan, in a Block A match, defeating El Desperado. Resurgence, which happened later on that night on May 11th. We started off with the Strong Survivor match. It was Matt Vandergriff defeating Adrian Quest, the New Japan Strong OG, in a quick 5-minute match. Mustafa Ali defeated Leo Rush by cheating, putting his feet on the ropes, and using his usual political tactics. Leo Rush then debuted his Black Heart character in front of a New Japan crowd. We then had a House of Torture tag match. It was Evil, Jack Perry, and Ren Narita defeating Chaos members Rocky Romero, Tomohiro Ishii, and the DKC. And the DKC did not end up taking the pin in this match. It was actually Rocky Romero who took the pin in that match. The West Coast Wrecking Crew, Jarrell Nelson and Royce Isaacs, defeated the Dirty Work, right? Dirty Work, who were Fred Rosser and Tom Lawler. I paid no attention to that match, folks. If you don't know, now you know. Open weight tag team championship match. The Guerrillas of Destiny were challenging the then champions TMDK. And the title changed hands. The Guerrillas of Destiny, El Phantasmo and Hikuleo won the tag team championships there. New Japan Strong women's title matches. I thought the ladies did the damn thing. Stephanie Vaquer, champion, defeated Alex Windsor in one hell of a match, retaining her championship. Los Ingobernables de Japón, Tetsuya Naito and Yorusuji defeated Bullet Club members David Finley and Kenta in what we can just call a match. Then Zack Sabre Jr. did his usual play-by-play with Hiroshi Tanahashi, getting that win there. The Meats match, which was the New Japan World Television title match, Jeff Cobb, champion against Lance Archer, where Jeff Cobb won his match. Never openweight title match, which was the match of the night. Shingo Takagi defeating Yuya Uemura, and what seems to be Yuya Uemura's best match of his career so far. New Japan Strong openweight title, no rope last man standing match versus featuring Gabe Kidd and Eddie Kingston. Unfortunately, Eddie Kingston injured himself during this match, broke his leg during this match. Gabe Kidd won this match. Gabe Kidd is now the New Japan Strong Openweight title champ in one hell of a, hardcore bunkhouse brawl type match or whatever. And then the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship match, which saw Jon Moxley defeating Shota Umino in a terrific main event. So that is what went down in Resurgence. Best of Super Juniors on the 13th. We have Block A matches. Blake Christian again with the win, this time defeating Kevin Knight. Block B match, Ninja Mac getting 4 points here for defeating Francesco Akira. We have Block A match where Clark Connors won his first match, defeating Hayata. We then had Robbie Eagles winning his first match, defeating Drilla Maloney. So Drilla Maloney with 0 points so far. Yoshinobu Kanemaru getting an early win, defeating TJP. We then had Taiji Ishimori with another win here, defeating Dragon Dia, who also has 0 points. Block A match, El Titan defeated Bushi. LIJ members going one-on-one there. Kush the God, Kushida defeating Sho. El Desperado getting his win, defeating Jose Fujita. And then we had El Doki defeating Hiromu Takahashi Hiromu with 0 points so far. We then have House of Torture tag match here. Yosho and Yujiro Takahashi on the 15th defeated Katsuya Murashima and Ninja Mac. Just 5 guys, Doki and Takamichinoku defeated Bullet Club War Dog members Drilla Maloney and Gato. United Empire's Callum Newman and Francisco Akira defeated Kushida and Tiger Mask. Los Ingobernables de Japón, Hiromu Takahashi and Tetsuya Naito defeated Dragon Dia and Tomoaki Hanma. Best of Super Junior 31 Block A match, Kevin Knight getting his second win, defeating Jose Fujita. We then had Blake Christian getting his 3rd win in a row, even though he's having shitty matches, defeating Yoshinobu Kanemaru. We then had Titan defeating Hayata, so Titan is also on the 6 point train. Clark Connors has 4 points, defeating TJP to TJP 0 points. El Desperado 4 points, defeating Bushi with 0 points. We then had matches on the 16th occur. Tag match here: El Desperado, Katsuya Murashima, and Oleg Bolton defeating Kevin Knight, Sho Makato, and Tiger Mask. House of Torch members Yoshinobu Kanemaru and Yujiro Takahashi defeating Hayata and Tomoaki Hanma. Los Ingobernables de Japón, Bushi, Tetsuya Naito, and Titan defeated United Empire members Callum Newman, TJP, along with Blake Christian. We then had Block B matches: Kush Ida defeating Francesco Akira. Drilla Maloney finally getting his first win, defeating Doki. Sho getting 4 points, defeating Ninja Mac. Hiromu Takahashi finally getting his first win, defeating Dragon Dia. Taiji Ishimori getting his 3rd win with 6 points, defeating Robbie Eagles. We then had Block A match, Kosei Fujita getting his 2nd win, defeating Clark Connors. Drilla Maloney getting his 2nd win, defeating Dragon Dia. Hayata getting his 2nd win, defeating Yoshinobu Kanemaru. And that was on the 18th. Doki getting a 2nd win, defeating Ninja Mac. Bushi getting his 1st win, defeating TJP, who is still at 0 points. And then Robbie Eagles getting a 2nd win, with being flanked by Kosei Fujita, defeating Kushida, getting his first loss there. We then had Blake Christian getting his 4th win in a row, defeating El Titan. Francesco Akira defeated Taiji Ishimori. Kevin Knight defeated El Desperado. And Hiromu Takahashi defeating Sho. On the 19th, we had Drilla Maloney defeating Francesco Akira. Bushi defeating Jose Fujita. Doki defeating Dragon Dia. Yoshinobu Kanemaru defeating Kevin Knight. On the 19th, Kushida defeated Taiji Ishimori. Clark Connors defeated Titan. Hiromu Takahashi defeated Ninja Mac. TJP finally gets a win against Hayata. Robbie Eagles gets a win, defeating Sho. And El Desperado defeated Blake Christian finally to get his 6 points of the tournament. Wrestling Revolver, another Friday review here. We had Myron Reed defeating Mike Bailey. Revolver title match, Alex Shelley with Rich Swann, the champion, defeated Trent Seven. 7-way scramble match was Ace Austin with Gia Miller defeating Braden Lee and Brett Ryan Gosselin and Fulton and Jeffrey John and Landon Hale and Ricky Shane Page. Ethan Page defeated Damian Chambers. Rich Swann with Alex Shelley defeated Jake Christ. No disqualification match. Brent Oakley with The Pledge, defeats Steve Macklin with Killer Kelly. Love me some Killer Kelly. 6-man tag team match. Crash Jackson, Masha Slamovich, and Zachary Wentz defeated the Unit, Jake Something, Jessica Havoc, and JT Dunn. 3-way no disqualification match. One Call Manders versus Mance Warner versus Matthew Justice. That was a draw. Skewers and Staples death match. You can imagine what that was. Atticus Koger defeated Alex Colon by referee's decision. And the previews coming for the coming week. Dates ahead. Best of Super Juniors 31. On the 21st, which is in 2 days, we'll have Dragon Dia, Kushida, and Ninja Mac versus Bullet Club members Drilla Maloney, Gato, and Taiji Ishimori. Los Ingobernables de Japón, Hiromu Takahashi, and Yota Tsuji will go up against United Empire's Callum Newman and Francesco Akira. Best of the Super Junior 31 Block A match, TJP will go up against Jose Fujita. Block A match, Bushi versus Clark Connors. Block B match, Hayata versus Blake Christian. Block A match, Teton versus Kevin Knight. Then we have the matches on the 22nd. Block A match, Yoshinobu Kanemaru versus El Desperado. Block A match, Teton versus Kevin Knight. On the 22nd, we'll have Block A match, Teton versus Kosei Fujita. Block B match, Robbie Eagles versus Dragon Dia. Block A match, Yoshinobu Kanemaru versus Bushi. Block B match, Kushida versus Drilla Maloney. Block A match, Hayata versus Kevin Knight. And then Block B match, Taiji Ishimori versus Ninja Mac. Block A, Desperado versus Clark Connors. Block B, Hiromu Takahashi will be taking on somebody. I don't necessarily know who. I'll look that up. On the 25th of May, Best of Super Juniors continues. We have Block B's Kushida versus Ninja Mac. Block A, Hayata versus Kosei Fujita. Block B, Sho versus Dragon Dia. Block A, Bushi versus Blake Christian. Block B, Taichi Ishimori versus Drilla Maloney. Block A, Yoshinobu Kanemaru versus Titan. Block B, Doki versus Francesco Akira. Block A, Clark Connors versus Kevin Knight. Block B, Hiromu Takahashi versus Robbie Eagles. Block A, 2JP versus El Desperado. Back on to the 27th of May. We will have a tag match, House of Torture members Yoshinobu Kanemaru and Yujiro Takahashi versus Bullet Club War Dogs, Clark Connors and Gato. El Desperado and Tiger Mask will go off against Blake Christian and Hayata. Los Ingobernables de Japón, Titan and Yoda will go up against United Empire's Clan, Lumen and TJP. Kevin Knight and Tomoaki Hama versus Los Ingobernables de Japón, Bushi and Tetsuya Naito. Block B match, Dragon Dia versus Ninja Mac. Block B, Kushida versus Doki. Block B, Robbie Eagles versus Francesco Akira. Block B, Taiji Ishimori versus Sho. Block B, Hiromu Takahashi versus Drilla Maloney. And that is the 27th so far. GCW, the Sunday night special. We got the preview coming for the GCW show. This will be on the 19th, which is today. So we'll review it on next week's show, but we'll give you the card going forward. GCW Take a Picture 2024 will happen on the 25th of May. Broski Jimmy versus Microman. Megan Bain versus Alley Catch. Dark Sheik versus Kylie Ray. Mance Warner versus Cole Radrick. GCW Tag Team Title Match, Violence is Forever, Dominic Guarini versus Kevin Koo, who are the champions versus Los Desperados, Ares and Latigo. Arik Cannon versus Joey Janela. Mike Bailey versus Danhausen. Gringo Loco versus Dralistico. And that seems to round out that event. On the 26th of May, GCW goes Paranoid 2024. Dark Sheik versus Megan Bain. Okay. To Infinity and Beyond, Cheech and Colin Delaney versus the Rejects, John Wayne Murdoch and Reed Bentley. Pussy, Alley Catch and Effie versus Deathmatch Royalty, Broski Jimmy and Steph Delander. Trisha Dora goes up against Haley Dillon. Sorry. Bang and Matthews, August Matthews and Davey Bang and Cole Radrick go up against Los Desperados, Ares, Gringo Loco and Latigo. Joey Janela will go one-on-one versus Kevin Blackwood. Mance Warner will go up against Alec Price. GCW Tag Team Title Match, Violence is Forever's Dominic Guarini and Kevin Koo will go up against Jordan Oliver and Myron Reed. That is GCW Paranoid. House of Glory presents The War Within. Will happen on the 24th of May. 3-on-2 handicap match. The main event, Jay Lyon and Midas Black versus the Cold-Blooded Killers, Charles Mason, Jay Armani, and Raheem Royal. Reina Dorada and Sexy Star versus Diamond Virago and the Ultraviolet. AJ Francis and Cashflow Inc., Jay Bougie and Ken Broadway versus some unnamed partners right now and Encore. HOG heavyweight title match, Mike Santana will go one-on-one versus Matt Riddle. HOG Boston Glory of War. This will take place on the 25th of May. Sammy Callahan versus Charles Mason. Mustafa Ali versus Alec Price. HOG heavyweight title match, Mike Santana versus JT Dunn. That, folks, are the previews for the upcoming week's wrestling going down. GCW, HOG, New Japan's Best of Super Juniors tournament. That's what we got for you guys right now. So to give you guys a little bit about what it is that I do outside of the New Japan stuff that I do for True Heel Heat and also here on the Workhorse Wrestling Network, the lovely Dolores has twisted my arm and made me talk about myself and other projects that I have that I work on. So I wanted to mention that I do have my own podcast, which is John L., Your Friendly Neighborhood Moviegoer. You can find me wherever your favorite podcasts are heard, that be it Amazon Music, Audible, Apple Podcasts, you name it, I'm on it. It's been a while since I've actually recorded an episode. I've actually defaulted to writing reviews now for movies, which I have to post my last 2 reviews. I'll do that before the night is out tonight, as a matter of fact. This particular month has been a nostalgia kick for me. I haven't necessarily watched anything new. I've been going to the movie theater to watch older stuff. Like today, it was a double feature day for me. I went to go watch a special presentation of the 40th anniversary of all things animated Transformers, which is pretty cool. Enjoyed myself there. And then after I was done watching that, I went to another theater a little bit further uptown in Manhattan, New York, to go watch the 40th anniversary special of a Studio Ghibli film by the name of Nausicaa, which was directed by Miyazaki as well. To tell you that I enjoyed my day at the movies today is something that I always like to tell people, because I don't like it when my movie going turns into work or it's not fun. But today was definitely a fun day. And I won't necessarily have any reviews about those particular movies written and or otherwise. It was just more or less of a nostalgia kick for me. I've been doing all the Studio Ghibli Fest movies this year so far. I did Spirited Away maybe like 2 weeks ago. I will be doing Castle in the Sky come Wednesday night. So that's another Studio Ghibli Fest film I'll be watching as well. And I'm probably going to do my best to catch all of them as they continue to appear in my local AMC near me. As for my content and stuff like that, I'm going to continue to post reviews about the movies that I do watch that are new, that are current in 2024. So look out for some new movie reviews coming. Hopefully I'll be able to sit down and watch Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Fall Guy, and Furiosa, Mad Max Saga sometime this week, so that I can write some reviews and post them up on my Twitter page and also on my Letterboxd account, and my attempt to get folks to read my reviews on Rotten Tomatoes as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing. That's my other passion project that I have going on outside of my my fandom of New Japan Pro Wrestling, and how I like to have my takes on that. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that as to what I do there as well. So check me out on the Twitter machine, on Instagram, at John LYFNMG. If you ever have that itch to learn, read about, and or hear about what's going on in the movie space and where and when you should be spending your money. I'm also going to be having a dedicated section weekly to my love for physical media, buying DVDs and 4K Blu-rays and all that stuff, or whatever the case is, because I have a stack of stuff here that I'm looking at right now here in my entertainment space. So I'm also going to be adding that to my my movie podcast and review stuff and whatnot. So I'll be uploading a lot of photos and reviews of how stuff looks visually, how things sound from an audio standpoint and things like that. And if anything that I purchase has any special packaging and stuff like that, like I'll do. Hopefully, I'll be able to do some unboxings or whatever, or at least show you guys what stuff looks like and things of that nature once I get everything up and running from a visual standpoint. But yeah, that's also something that I'm going to be adding to my my movie space and content creation. So be on the lookout for that as well. I always thank all of my listeners, readers, and supporters out there, because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have any sort of following. So I appreciate you all when you do show me some love and retweet my stuff, or at least read my stuff. So always appreciated on that end. Shout out to Dolores. Dolores she's producing the show, folks. She's in the background doing all the review and preview graphics and stuff like that. If it wasn't for Dolores, I wouldn't have any of that, because I don't know how to do any of that stuff. So thank you, Dolores, for still holding it down on that particular regard for the show. So Seeing Stars for the foreseeable future. We're doing pre-records. We're still going to be up and running every Monday morning. The episodes will go up. So you guys are still, once you get the episodes when you're used to getting them, it's just that you'll know ahead of time that these are pre-recorded episodes instead of live episodes. So please make sure when you're watching this stuff on whatever platform you're watching it, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment so that we can read stuff back and I can give you my takes on whatever questions you guys might have, or whatever comments you guys might leave with us. If there's something to have a discussion about, definitely tap in there. So I just wanted to leave you guys with that as well. Dolores usually does the rundown for all the other shows on Workhorse Wrestling Network, but there's a lot of inconsistency with that now. So until we get everything down to a solid consistency, for the time being, just make sure you're tuning in Workhorse Wrestling Network Monday mornings, 10 a.m. You're still going to see Seeing Stars. Your good brother Jay News. I'm going to be here holding it down. Dolores is still doing all the production work. She'll be back on camera sooner than you think, folks. Just, be positive, send her well wishes, and you'll see her in no time. But your good brother here, it's time for me to vamoose, because I ain't got much else to talk about today. So I want to leave y'all with that. And as we always say, it's about that time for us to cut the lights out, right, Dolores? We cut the lights out. There we go. We cut the lights out. And as per the usual, it's about that time for us to say peace.